No, no one was nice enough to bring the book. Andrew normally handles that. Isn't that nice of him? Miss Thompson. That is my name. Yes, here. I saw one fell down. Like down below to the next shelf down. I saw that. Yeah. Which one would you like?
Miss Compton?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you send Blake, Kimbrough, and Tyler Mims to Miss Billings' office?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, and you're on YouTube going ooh for no good reason. Moving on with my life. Let's talk about the things that I need. They already asked to do something, which is fine. They'll be back momentarily. I already told you they missed all the math workshops, and then they failed the test. So it always comes back around. Okay, I want to do the last two math workshop problems, and then I want to talk about what I need from you today, because you got a little behind yesterday, which is why I'm going to help you out today. Whew. Okay, so yesterday we were supposed to finish 312 and 313, and most people just finished 312. Very few people finished 313, which is fine. So I need to help you because I really would like you to do 313 and 314 today and just 315 tomorrow, because I don't know about you, but I am so tired of thinking about ice cream and the different combinations thereof. I was really nice yesterday, and I did what on the board? I did, and you can have a point, table 5. You said it first, and that is, did someone pass out the strips? Andrew passed out the strips too. Darn it, Andrew. No, someone else did? Whoever did that. It was Tyler. Thank you, Tyler.
Tyler's actually in here.
Yeah, he's the one who did it. He came in early. Okay, so bless you, table 5. So again, when I lift up the screen, it's really nice. All the answers are on the board. So I literally need to see how Grant got the answers. Because if he just walks up with 19 on his paper, that's not helpful. I need to know how he got to the 19. Yes, dear. Well, if that's how it happened, but what we're about to learn is it's not that complicated. Okay, so let's go over the two math workshops really fast, and then I will help you out with your life. They look hard, but they're not as hard as they look. We need to know if the following statement is sometimes, always, or never true. The first statement says, an irrational number is a real number with a radical sign. What is a radical sign? And table 2 gets the point. It's that spirit thing. Okay, so if we put a number inside there, is it sometimes, always, or never irrational? Okay, and she said sometimes, which is correct. And she can have her point, table 2. I'm needing an example of when it is and when it's not. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, wait, okay. So it's not, if you put a 4 in here?
It's not.
Okay. And it is if you put a 3 in here.
You can have a point. So basically, it's always going to work as long as you don't have the square root of what kind of a number. Thank you, Grant. You can have a point. So as long as it's not the square root of a perfect square, as long as it's not that, it's going to be irrational. Okay, I, like you, am lazy. And it is getting close to the end of the day, and the next problem just looks a little ridiculous. So we're gonna do the bare min on it. Not even gonna lie. There's a cone with a diameter of 6 and a height of 5, sitting with the vertex up to be partially filled with water through an opening at the vertex. So there's this weirdo statue, and they're filling it up from here, and they fill it up to water to here. Why? I don't know. And they ask for the volume of the water in the cone in terms of the height of the water. Okay, well, first things first, and you might not know, I need to know the volume formula for a cone. No, that is not correct, but that is a volume formula, yes. It's 1/3 what? 1/3 what?
1/3 height times radius squared.
Pi r squared, and then what? Pi r squared
Height.
h. It's 1/3 pi r squared h. Okay, so I feel like I kind of helped you with that. Although I'll give table 1 a point because they did finally come up with a pie. Brittany's been getting tons of points. She don't need another point. She'll be okay. Okay, so we've got volume equals 1/3 pi r squared height. So what stinks is on the ACT and other standardized test questions, I used to be given a slip full of formulas. You're not. So they do expect you to know that kind of a formula. So really, if there are 5 answer choices, I bet one of them doesn't have a pi, so you can get rid of it. So I know it sounds like a disadvantage that you're not given the formulas, but just the fact that Brittany remembers there's supposed to be a pi in the answer and there's not a pi in one of the answers, that could eliminate one thing. That's what I was going to say about that. Moving on. So they're asking if we found the volume of the entire giant cone and we were to subtract off the volume of the tiny cone, what would be left? So here's why you might want to skip this if this was a real problem in the ACT. It involves similar triangles. You literally have to set up a proportion with this giant triangle and this tiny triangle. So it's kind of annoying, so that's why you might want to skip it. There's another reason why you might want to consider skipping this problem, and it has to do with how devastating that last sentence is. What's so sad about the very last sentence? Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Grant, for reading the entire sentence. So thank you, Lauren, for telling me what I was looking for. So what's annoying is they're not wanting an answer. They don't want an answer of like 54 pi. So if you see a legit answer, that's wrong. They're literally wanting another volume formula. So volume equals, they still probably will have the 1/3, the pi. They'll even have the h. The only thing that's changed is the r squared. Because it says they only want it in terms of height. They don't want it in terms of the radius. So what happens is you end up setting up and solving a proportion, and you get something like r equals, I don't know, r equals something, and you have to plug that in. So it stinks. So you got to remember substitution, that was algebra 2 trig. With the geometry, it's all just a bit much. So just FYI. Anytime, I don't know, I taught geometry for years, and anytime I see volume formulas on the standardized test, I'm always worried, because I'm like, I just can't. I just don't. Okay, are there any questions about that?
When you say the workshop test, is it like we just put this answer on that other piece of paper?
No, it's like an actual thing, but it'll be very similar, and you can use those.
Okay.
Okay, it wasn't a big, you're fine. Okay, I'm needing help. And if you help me fill this out, then I might hand you a handout for your group to use from here on out. Now, the handout only has chocolate vanilla. So if you're doing chocolate vanilla strawberry, you're going to have to make your own. Mine's only going to have chocolate vanilla. So if I have, because on 314 they have 2 cone types and 2 flavors, but there are up to 3 scoops. Can you help me draw all my potential options? You can. Okay, so this is going to help you with 314 and 315. And honestly, if you're still stuck on 313, if you draw a picture similar to this, it should help. If you're stuck on any of the flavor stuff, of any of the ice creams, maybe you need to start drawing a picture like me. Okay, so if I have chocolate, vanilla, 1 scoop. There's something different about this problem than our usual problems. Why is it going to be a little different? Well, we've been doing 3 flavors. That's true. You can have a point for that. We've been doing strawberry as well. I'm not listing out strawberry right now. But something else has changed. Oh, we're going to go over that too. It's the 2 cone types. So far what you've done is just the 1 cone of like, we have the waffle. Now we're going to start offering a sugar. How dare we give the people options? Okay, is that all I can do for 1 scoops?
Yes.
I can't come up with any other options. Okay, so let's talk about the 2 scoops. What are my options for 2 scoops?
Chocolate, vanilla.
Okay, vanilla, vanilla.
Chocolate, chocolate.
chocolate, chocolate. And then before I go any further, I got to do the exact same thing with the sugar. So vanilla, vanilla, chocolate, chocolate. But we have more options as far as the saying. We could do vanilla chocolate. What else could we do? Chocolate, vanilla. Hold. Okay, so they called you to Billings. Both of you. Okay. Now not Forrest. Claire is right-ish. Claire is right-ish. So she doesn't even know this yet. It depends. So the directions change. On 314, they'll consider a vanilla chocolate and a chocolate vanilla to be the same. So then technically we've got to repeat. But on 315, they actually consider them to be separate. So we've got to keep that straight and right. But she's right. If 1 scoop vanilla, 1 scoop chocolate, the order doesn't matter to us. The directions tell you. You have to read them. God forbid we've got to read. But once we read, if they tell you that the same, like these two match, then we can get rid of one of them because they're the same. So technically I had 4 1 scoops. But since we're not counting the duplicates, instead of having 8, I'm going to have 6. 2 scoops. Okay, but I get to have up to 3 scoops, so don't I have to do this exact same thing with the 3 scoops? Okay, so what are my options with 3 scoops? Chocolate, chocolate. He goes in the order I would go in and everything. Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. Vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. And before he tells me any more, I'm going to go ahead and draw it with my other cone, which gets uglier and uglier each time. Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. I never pretended to be an artist. Vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. Okay. What are my other options for my 3 scoops?
Chocolate, vanilla, chocolate.
Chocolate. What did you say, Forrest? I've been focused on you this whole time.
Chocolate, chocolate, vanilla.
Chocolate, chocolate, vanilla.
And vanilla, vanilla, chocolate.
We're gonna focus. We're gonna focus. For once, you weren't in the order I was going in. I'm going to do all the 2 chocolates and the 1 vanilla. So couldn't I do chocolate, vanilla, chocolate?
Oh, snap.
And then vanilla, chocolate, chocolate. Right. So 2 chocolates, 2 chocolates, 2 chocolates. I'm doing all those options.
Oh, snap.
So I've got 2 chocolates, 2 chocolates, 2 chocolates. I'm just changing the order in which I'm doing that last scoop of vanilla.
I get it.
Okay. But what's really sad is 2 scoops of chocolate, 1 scoop of vanilla. If we're calling them the same, like, because in real life, aren't they the same? It didn't really matter what scoop, what order, when Royale got the scoop of vanilla, as long as overall he had 2 chocolate, 1 vanilla. So really, those are repeats. Because, Forrest already said 2 chocolates, 1 vanilla, and our other options were 2 chocolates, 1 vanillas.
Correct.
I always need some Pentel Flare pens. You don't want to offer me one. I need to man up and buy another pack of my own. No, I'll swap. I have a pink in my hand. I don't know why I'm avoiding it. Okay, and Forrest was right. We have the list with the 3 chocolates, the list with the 2 chocolates. Now I'm going to do a list with
2 vanillas.
2 vanillas and 1 chocolate.
Vanilla chocolate.
So I could do vanilla, vanilla, chocolate.
And then vanilla, chocolate, vanilla.
Vanilla, chocolate, vanilla. Or
chocolate, vanilla, chocolate. Oh, shoot. I messed up.
you did. Say it the other way.
Vanilla.
Chocolate,
Chocolate, vanilla. Chocolate.
vanilla. We got to have 2 vanillas. I know, both times it came out.
Sorry, I gotta
So regardless, we have 2 vanillas, 2 vanillas, 2 vanillas. And I'm going to copy that exact same thing here. So VVC, VCV,
VBS,
CVV. You're going to throw me off? I'm going to that.
VBS.
Oh, VBS.
Right.
Okay. But again, 2 scoops of vanilla, 1 scoop chocolate, those are technically duplicates.
Yes,
Technically, those are duplicates. So really, at first, you were like, oh yeah, we've got a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wow, so many. But really, we don't have 16. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then 8 plus 6 plus 4 adds up to what?
8 plus 6 plus 4, that's 13. Oh,
8 plus
18.
6.
I think
So,
it's
are you surprised when I lift up this board that the first answer on 314 is 1 out of 18?
Wait, why?
Yes, it is.
Because there were 18
Oh,
options
yeah, 1.
and 1 out of 18. Okay, if you weren't done drawing that, that's fine. If you'd like to draw your own, you can. Otherwise, I'm going to hand each group one of my ugly creations.
I really don't know.
Hey, what's up?
Okay.
Yeah. Do you think I should work?